Hey guys, welcome back again. So in the previous video you saw that how do we add custom markers to our map and then how can we drag and drop those markers. So in this video let's enable user's location inside the map. So that is this thing here, this is the user location and there is a button here. Whenever we click this button, the map is centered around this location. That is the current location of the user. So that's what we are going to do in this video. So let's open back our application here. And now to enable the user location, what we need to do, firstly, let's go to Android manifest file and let's read some comment here. When we added the Google Maps inside our application, we get this comment block here and it says that when we want to use the My Location functionality of the Google Maps, we need to have access to find or either course locations. And since we have already defined in the manifest that our application uses this permission, that is access find location, so we can check that whether the access to access find location has been granted or not. And if it has been granted, then we can show the user's location on the map. So let's go to our maps activity here, and here inside the on map ready callback, what I'll do, firstly I'll check whether the permission is granted or not. So if context compat.check self permission, and here firstly we need to pass in this for the context and then the permission, that is manifest.permission.access find location. So if this is equal to package manager.permission granted, so if the permission is granted, then we can enable the user's location. So let's create a method here just below this on map ready method. So let's create a method here that says private void enable user location, and this takes no parameters or no arguments here. And now we need to call this method, that is this enable user location, from this if block here. So we can simply call that method, that is enable user location. Or if the permission has not been granted, we need to ask for the user, we need to ask for this permission, that is access find location. So let's ask for that permission. And if you don't know that how to request permissions, then I have a whole video about requesting permissions. You can go and watch that video. And here I'll not be explaining that in detail, but you can go and watch that video to get a better grasp of requesting runtime permissions in Android. So now, firstly, what we need to do, we need to check if activity compat.should show permission rationale, that is whether you want to show a dialog to our user or not, that why this permission is needed. So here we can pass in this for the activity because this is the calling activity, and then we can pass in the permission here, that is manifest.permission.access find location. So if that is true, we can show a user a dialog. So we can show user a dialog why this permission is necessary. And then we can ask the user for the permission. So we can ask the permission like this, activity compat dot request permissions, and the activity would be this, and then the permission new string manifest dot permission dot access find location, and then the third argument would be the request code. So access location request code like this. And let me create this static int variable at the very top of our application or the very top of our activity, and this should be private int access location request code, and this should be unique. So let me pass in 10,001. And now let's go back to our method here, and if this method, that is this method, should show permission rationale returns false, then we can directly ask the user for this location permission. So we can simply copy this and we can paste it here, and now we can implement the override method, that is on request permission result method. So let's override that method at the very bottom of our activity. So on request permission result, and now here firstly we'll check the request code. So if request code equal to access location request code, so if the request code is our request code, that is the request code used to access this find location, then we'll check if grant results dot length is greater than 0 and grant results 0th value is equal to package manager dot permission granted. If the permission is granted, then we can enable the user location. That is the method we have created here, that is this method here. It's an empty method right now, but we'll be filling in this method in a moment. Or if the permission is not granted, then again we can show user a dialog that why we want to enable the user location. We can show a dialog that the permission is not granted. So now let's go back here And inside this enable user location, we need to get a hold of this mmap, that is this mmap. So now we can use this mmap inside our enable user location method here. So mmap dot set my location enabled to be true. And now if we run our application, our location button would be enabled inside our application. So let's open our application also. So now we see that we have this button. So currently we are in London, that is at Trafalgar Square. So if we click this button, it will take us to our current location. So this is the current location, that is near Eiffel Tower. So this is how you enable user location inside your map. So now one more thing, that how do we zoom to this user location whenever this maps activities is started? So for that, let me create a method here, that is private void, and this should be called zoom to user location. And now we need to call this method. To call this method, you can either call this method from enables users location method here, but this zoom to user location method is not related to this method, that is mmap.setMyLocation but enabled. So you can even zoom to a user's location without displaying this system UI, that is this button and this marker. You can even zoom to this current location without showing this marker and this button here. So to do that, what we need to do, we need to call this method, that is zoom to user location, from this if check, that is whenever the permission is granted, then only we can access the user's location. So let's call this method from here, that is zoom to user location, and then we can also call that method from on request permission result here, because we can call this method only when the permission has been granted, because in this method we are going to use the fuse location provider. And now to get the current location, we need to use the fuse location provider client. So let's create our fuse location provider client at the very top here. So fuse location provider client, and this should be fuse location provider client, and we need to initialize this fuse location provider client inside the onCreate method. So here we can initialize this client like this. So location services dot get fuse location provider client, and here we can pass in this. And if you don't know that how to get the user's current location, then you can watch my video that is linked above, where I have explained in detail that how does all this work, and here I won't be explaining that in detail. And now we can get a hold of this fuse location provider client inside zoom to user location to get the last location. So fuse location provider client dot get last location, and this returns as a task. So let's create that task here. So task, and this task will return us a location result. So this would be a location task, and this should be equal to fuse location provider client dot get last location. And here we need to add the success and failure listeners to this location task. So let me simply add a success listener here. So location task dot add on success listener, and this would be new on success listener. And here inside this block, we'll have the location, that is the current location of the user. And from inside this block, that is on success block, we can zoom to the user's location. So firstly, let's create a lat_long for the user's location. So lat_long equal to new lat_long, and here we can pass in the location dot get latitude, and here we can also pass in the location dot get longitude to get the longitude. And then we can use our mmap object and we can zoom to that location. So mmap dot move camera, and here we need to pass in the camera update factory dot new lat_long zoom, and here we can simply pass in lat_long, that is the current location's lat_long, and the zoom level would be 20. And now that's it. So let's run this application, and this time whenever the application starts, we'll be directly zooming to this user's location. So we see that we have been zoomed to the user's current location without touching this button here. And now if we want to show a custom marker here, what we can do, we can simply use this thing here, that is mmap. So mmap dot add marker, and here we can simply pass in marker options dot position, and position would take lat_long like this, and this would add the user's marker at this position. That is this marker here. So now let me show you one thing, that is, let me open this emulator settings here, and let me click on this routes here, and this is the route here which I've created, that is Mumbai to Goa, and let me play this route here, and let me play the route here, and let me zoom to this location here, and this is the user's location here, which we see, and we see that this icon is moving. But in the next video, what I'll tell you that how to create a car instead of this icon, and that car would be displayed here instead of this icon, as you have seen in many apps like Uber, Ola, and like some food apps like Zomato and blah blah. So that's what I'm going to show you in the next video, that instead of showing you this marker, that is the system marker, we'll be displaying a car instead of a system marker here. So that's what we are going to do in the next video. So guys, that's all about this video. So if you have liked the video, do hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to my channel, and if you want, you can support me on patreon.com. I'll provide the link in the description below. So thank you, bye bye, tata, take care, and have a good day.